Good evening to you. It is Saturday, November 18th at 5:14 p.m. Purdue has just lost their 8th game of the 2023 football season and prepared us all for a old-timey, bad-timey Oak and Bucket game between two 3-win teams. That's going to be fun in a week. Another noon kickoff. That's what you earn, noon kickoffs these days if you have records like this. And we'll talk about this week's game and maybe look ahead to next week's game as well. And I'll talk about why Purdue is in this state they're in right now after losing 23-15 in Evanston. Before I do it, I'll thank you. Thank you for being here. But after that, let me thank our sponsors. Thanks to Home Field Apparel. The good people at Home Field Apparel. Go to homefieldapparel.com. We'll help you find the t-shirt or sweatshirt you're looking for. Enter Boiled23 at checkout for 15% off. Or if you go quickly, if you go right now, go to homefieldapparel.com, enter Black Friday at checkout, you get 20% off. I don't think that does anything for us or, kind of leading back to Boiled Sports. But if you do that, tell them on Twitter that your pal Boiler Dowd sent you. When you're on campus for the next basketball game, when Purdue gets back from Maui, maybe you'll go over to AJ's on Vine. If you're hungry for a delicious meal that'll warm your tummy and your soul, you'll go to AJ's. Burgers, beef, beer. That's AJ's. Mac and cheese bites. Okay. I don't see anybody tuning in live. I don't know if that's because I did something wrong, which I might have, or you're uninterested. Either way, I understand it. But it's I'm hoping I got something, just a tech difficulty, but I do understand people not wanting to tune in live. I actually was going to go to my daughter's soccer game. She's under the weather, so that pushed back the post game a little bit. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about what we saw in Evanston. So if you're wondering, well, Purdue came into the day, and you heard in the morning, like I did, that Hudson Card was out, Nick Scorden's out. That's a bad start. Two of the best players on Purdue's team are out for the game. That kind of was an omen. It was an omen that bad things were coming. And sure enough, they did offensively. Let me tell you just how bad they were. Purdue had 3 turnovers on downs, meaning they got down. They got to 4th and short. Almost every time it was 4th and short. 4th and 1, 4th and 2, turned it over. They missed a field goal. They had 2 interceptions. They had 2 fumbles lost, but they had 2 more that they recovered. All those are just the recipe to lose a game. And sure enough, Purdue's offense was sputtering and backfiring all the way down the field to the tune of really just not making any noise at all till the very end of the game. They kind of made it interesting, got to within a score before the game ended in fitting fashion with Ryan Brown throwing an interception. Purdue had Meredith Bennett play quarterback and Ryan Brown. They split time with these 2 quarterbacks. Maybe that's just because they thought, well, there's not much to play for at this point. Or maybe this coaching staff is grasping at straws. Regardless of what you think it was, surely not a positive. Not letting a quarterback get into any rhythm isn't a good thing. For a while, it felt like they were doing every other possession with the 2 quarterbacks. The things that I saw that I liked, Ryan Brown looks like he can really move the ball with his legs, makes very good, quick decisions. Once the play falls apart, he gets out of there and runs, and he has a nose for the first down marker. So that's a good thing. But the offense was just awful, and the play calling was very, very questionable yet again. Purdue received the ball like the biggest. If you want to look at a single sign of the problem with the play calling, Purdue received the ball with a matter of seconds left in the first half, inside the 10. I want to say it's on the 7 or the 2, right in there. It was close to the other goal line, and decided to pass right away. Interception. And Northwestern, of course, came down and did not hit a field goal because they're also a bad team. Northwestern, though, as lousy as they are, is still, they're bowl eligible. They have 6 wins now, and Purdue is not. They left no doubt, because you can go to a bowl still in this era with 5 wins if your academic situation is strong enough. Purdue left no doubt today to make sure that there would be no bowl in 2023. Not that it would be something you'd be like, yeah, I want to go to a bowl and watch this team finish out. I don't have any problem with these guys because they got a lot of fight in them. They were working their hardest today. There was no issue with effort. It's just, man, this offense is anemic, and it's sad to watch. I don't know if I'm going to stand here much longer, but Purdue loses 23-15. I'll go through some quick stats. Like I said, they're 3-8 on the season. The 2 quarterbacks split for completing 17 of 23. Ryan Brown he went 12 of 16, 2 interceptions, no TDs. Tyrone Tracy, one thing that I thought might help Purdue, might maybe will them to a victory, was a really good day on the ground from Tracy and Maccabee, and that actually happened. Maccabee averaged 4.5 yards a carry, 12 carries, 54 yards. Tyrone Tracy, huge day, 16 carries, 160 yards. Very patient when he was running the ball. And Ryan Brown, 21 carries for 85 yards, 4 yards a carry. I mean, that's pretty darn good. But when the drives continually stall out, there's no way you can win a game. And it happened over and over and again. And Prue's inability to find a play that works on 4th and short. We started the season with that problem, and now we end the season with that problem. A couple interesting notes. Thieneman made a rare mistake that led to a big play and a touchdown for Northwestern. I think that's the photo that I put on here. But he also had a big pick. So he played like a freshman, really, a little more than we're accustomed to him playing. Thieneman, I think it's his 3rd pick on the season, 3rd or 4th. Great season. Ben Freehill went 0 for 1 field goal. Purdue needs a special teams coach. Don't know if I've told you that. Really not much else to talk about. Thieneman led everybody with 10 tackles. Yanni Karloftis continues to be really in the right place at the right time. 6 tackles. He had a sack. Keidron Jenkins, without his other half of his super defensive end tandem, had half a sack. And then Corday Sendor in relief duty for Nick Scorton had 2 sacks. This system is pretty damn good. The defense looks very good at times, and even Mo Amande had 1.5 sacks. Purdue's defense played well. They were on the field the whole day. The offense kept stalling out. They continued to play tough and scrap, but they gave up really 2 big plays. 2 big plays defined the game. I think Purdue was better than Northwestern in a host of statistical categories. I think they're better in, I don't have it in front of me, but I think they're better in first downs and time of possession. And it doesn't matter at all when you can't punch it in, get the thing done. So, wow, I've got really bad analytics. I'm gonna call it a cast here because I'm thinking there's something wrong with my broadcast. I'm gonna try this again if this shows up as nothing. But if this one did show up, I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be here on Monday, 9 p.m. probably, with a post game for the game versus Gonzaga out of Maui. I think Purdue tips off at 5 on Monday and kicks off your feast week. So that'll be fun. But for right now, we're licking our wounds a little bit. Once again, Purdue's 3-8. They've lost 23-15 to Northwestern as Northwestern becomes bowl eligible at Purdue's expense. Talk to you soon. God bless you. Hammer down. We'll see you.